Thank you, Lisa. Now, a young man was given what could have been devastating news when he was just in college. I got a chance to chat with legendary pro football running back Earl Campbell and his son Tyler about their experience with relapsing multiple sclerosis. Take a look. Tyler Campbell, son of NFL Hall of Famer Earl Campbell, was a college football player on track to follow his father to the NFL when he experienced tingling and weakness in his body, common symptoms of relapsing multiple sclerosis. Now, after learning of his diagnosis and that he would no longer be able to play football, his father and his family quickly became the support system he could rely on. Now, Tyler is sharing his story to help people living with relapsing MS find inspiration both from within and from others. Tyler, his father, and Dr. Edward Fox all joined me this morning. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me this morning.
Thank you for having us this morning.
Well, Tyler, let's actually start with you, since I was saying, you are sharing your story for an important reason.
Absolutely. Upon being diagnosed at the age of 21, in college, I was experiencing paralysis and weakness on the right side of my body and slurred speech. And shortly after that night, I was diagnosed with MS. After graduating from San Diego State and moving back to Texas, that football chapter of my life, that hoping to follow in my father's footsteps, it closed. But in the midst of all that, I know that another opportunity was arising, and that was the ability to showcase and share my story, tell people what I've been through. And upon coming back from Texas, a partnership began to form with Biogen Idec, and here we are now launching this long-awaited msinspiration.com campaign, letting folks know that they can come to this website, share your story, talk about what you've been through. It's so important because your message can help so many different people dealing with this relapsing multiple sclerosis disease. And the highlight, we try to reward people when they come to this website and tell people that there's a contest at the website. You'll see it. Share your story. We're picking some of the best stories, and the winners of the contest will be able to attend a sporting event with myself or professional basketball player Chris Wright, either collegiate or professional. And so we will have a fantastic time. My life right now is so much dedicated towards telling people what's going on in my life and encouraging others to do the same. Work with your physician, talk with your family, keep them included. So happy my father and Dr. Fox are here. Figure out a medication that's right for you. In my case, it's Tysabri, but in the case of MS, it works differently each and every person. You can still achieve your dreams and goals with this disease. It's possible.
Well, it is absolutely inspirational, Tyler, that you're using your story, like you said, to get out that there are resources available, not only for those that are going through the disease, but also the family. And Earl, I have to ask, what was your kind of reaction when you learned of the diagnosis with Tyler?
Well, it's pretty obviously I was desperate about what happened to Tyler, and I didn't even understand what MS was, and my wife had him up in San Diego with some doctors where he was in college, and I was trying to get her to bring Tyler back to Houston so we could really find out what was wrong with him, but they diagnosed him up there, and it has made us, our family, even a little closer and we've always been a real close family. I've always had a great relationship with the boys and our family, but that made us even more because Todd and I used to do some of the same rehabs together because I was working out on some of my problems and he was working out on his things. So it's just been enlightening to understand and realize and seeing what happens when he have an attack. That's why we're here is trying to push MS and get people to go to msinspiration.com, msinspiration.com to get more people to share their stories, and that way Tyler can share his story with them as well.
Well, that's an absolutely amazing bond between you and your son, Tyler. And Doctor, Tyler was, a football athlete and seems to be in great health. Who does this really affect, or who could be getting these symptoms?
MS can affect anyone, and I think that surprises people. You don't bring it on yourself, There's some factors we're looking at to just figure out who does and who doesn't, but there are over 400,000 Americans, and they all have individual stories. And so it can be a story very similar to Tyler's. It can be a completely different story. But the goals are the same, having the game plan to be able to get on a treatment that works for you. And so that conversation with the patient and the family, it's really a team effort, and the idea is to look forward to trying to achieve those goals, not just goals in life, but goals in controlling the disease itself.
Well, I think this is a great message to get out, Doctor, that you're saying that everybody has a different story, and that's exactly what MS Inspiration is set to do, is to get everyone to come together as a community. So thank you, Tyler, as well. Thank you for sharing your story and being so courageous. And Earl, thank you so much as well for joining us this morning.
Thank you all for having us as well.
Thank you.
Don't go anywhere. The Morning Blend will be right back.